really hard for me to speak out on this, but when you have a mother that does not even believe their own daughter right here, that's a serious problem to me. And it's a problem in the black community because I'm voicing to you that your husband was inappropriate with me. And why do you not believe that?
You're lying. Quit lying.
I'm lying? Why am I finna lie to you about that?
You stay lying. Coming from my child that's
this has happened for years, y'all.
From my child.
I come in this.
Men in her bed.
Y'all see this?
Coming from my child is always.
You really taking up and known him for a long time. And it don't even matter. I get out of class, when I get out of everything, I feel so uncomfortable in this house. And she want to sit up here and take up for this man. Like, you're disgusting. Both of y'all are.
I have to get pregnant, take care of them.
You're my mom. Y'all know how hard this is for me to even believe this because this man, I have to come in my home with my mama that's supposed to love me, and you want to sit here for him. Why would I lie, y'all? Why would I lie? Why?
You want to stay lying.
Like, I'm shaking right now, y'all, because this makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. And she want to sit here and justify it. You are sad. You are sad and disgusting human being. I swear to God. I don't even look at you as no mother. I don't even look at you as a mother. This man fine, y'all. I can get out.
You can get out.
So you gonna put me out over this dirty man that I...
This is your second time doing this. Your second time.
This is what I gotta go through, y'all. This is what I gotta go through. I gotta go through a mother that don't believe their own daughter. She birthed me, and you wanna treat me like this. Your own blood. You my mama. You are my mama. Don't even come over. I don't even wanna touch you. Get away from me.
You and your video could go. How about that?
Oh, now you want me? You know what?
How about that?
It's your fault. It's your fault. Get on my face. Keep energy with the time, y'all. All the time.
This is terrible for this woman not to believe her daughter, because I have grown daughters, and it's crazy for you to not believe your daughter. If one of my daughters were to say anything is going on in their mom's house or over here or whatever, I'm going to believe them. But let's look at this from both sides so we can get an understanding of both sides and not just one, because watching this video really gets me upset. So let's first look at the daughter side, which is the most important side. Parents, I don't care what is going on, believe your daughter, because the best case scenario is she is lying and she made all of this up. But the worst case scenario is she isn't lying and something did happen. What do you do next? Are you prepared to put this man in prison for what he did to your daughter? This is something that a lot of women can't even imagine doing. You finally found the man of your life and he actually did something. Now you got to start all the way over. A lot of women don't want to deal with this. And because they don't want to deal with this, they don't deal with it. And something could have actually happened.
Hey guys, if you are looking for a great new way to have good conversations, you want to check out Deeper Discussions. All right, let's cut out all the messiness of trying to figure out who likes who and who got childhood trauma. Okay, figure it out from the jump with Deeper Discussions. Let's get it.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
What you ladies may not realize is there's a lot of men who are getting with you specifically because you have a daughter. They're choosing to want to be with you. They're moving in your house. That's the thing. I want y'all to think about that. These men are moving in your house. An easy indicator that this man is not the right man for you, or this man is using you for whatever reason, is he's moving in your house. Never, ever, whether you have kids or not, ever let a man move in your house. If he doesn't have the credit or the money to move you in his house, he ain't the right one for you. That's the first thing. Never let a man move in your house, because a lot of these men don't even want to be with the woman. They just need her resources. Look at her mother. Rewind this and look at her mother. She's old, fat, and unattractive. Why does this man want to marry her? For two reasons, possibly. Because she has a house and because she has a daughter. If you're a woman and you own your own house and a man that you're dating all of a sudden wants to move in your house, even if he marries you, wants to marry you, he's using you. In our community, black men, they're not doing too well, sadly. And what they do when they're not doing too well is they move in with women and they let the woman house them instead of the man housing her. So that's the first indication that the daughter most likely is telling the truth. And I'm going to say over and over again, even if she isn't telling the truth, she's still your daughter. You need to find out either why she's lying or if she's telling the truth. Because even if you give her a lie detector test and it says she's lying, you still need to find out why she's lying. Because say he didn't do anything, but she feels uncomfortable. Her feeling uncomfortable and her lying about something actually happening is still enough for you to actually do something about it. And doing something about it isn't necessarily divorcing the man or kicking the man out if he didn't do anything. But at the end of the day, you still have to find out what is going on in your daughter's head. Why is she lashing out? What is she missing in her life? Where's her actual father? Let's say it's not what she's accusing the man of, and she's exaggerating, but she's still lashing out. You got to find out what's going on in her mind. Does she feel like you're replacing her dad? Where is her dad? Find out what's going on with her emotionally. Because in this situation, I would just say, well, she's a grown woman. Why isn't she ready to move out? You know, the woman is trying to go on with her life with her husband. Why isn't she moving out? That's another issue. Why is she a grown woman still live with her mama? So there's a lot of issues that the daughter may have that puts her in a position that she's not ready to go out into the world on her own. And all of that falls on the mother. So no matter what's going on with your daughter, your son, or whoever, it's on you as a parent to make sure that child has everything they need in order to leave the nest. If this woman is one, reluctant to leave the nest and she's lashing out and nothing actually happened, you need to find out why she's lashing out when nothing actually happened. But the biggest issue is you as a woman, as a mother, have to get out of your own mind and say to yourself, why is she lashing out? Why is she lying? You have to say to yourself, what if she's telling the truth? Now what? See, a lot of women, they become single mothers at young ages and they decide to stay away from men for a decade. And now their child is 10. And for whatever reason, they can't really get into the dating world because their child is 10. So they stay out of the dating world for another decade until the child is 20. And this woman looks like she's about 20 or 22. So now she's like, you know what? Forget this. I did my job. I was a parent. Now I got to take care of me. So now you go out in the world, meet a great guy or whatever. He marries you and y'all live together. But the problem is your daughter still lives with you. Any man that comes in your house, you have to vet him and make sure he's a father. Because regardless of what you feel about him, you still have your daughter living with you. Does he have a relationship with your daughter from a fatherly standpoint, stepdad standpoint? In this situation, it doesn't sound like she even has a relationship with him at all. So that goes to the fault of the mother again. Why are you dating and marrying a man that seems to not necessarily care to build a relationship with your daughter? Because that might be part of the problem if she's lying. I don't think she's lying in this situation. But if she's lying, that might be a problem also. You're just pushing me to the side for this man. And the mom is like, yes, I'm grown and you're grown and I got to live my life. But you're still a mother. Your job as a mother, as a single mother, is to prepare your child to leave the nest. If your child is still there, that means there's something wrong, something that did not happen, and you're preparing her to leave the nest if she has not left the nest yet. So you have to still make your daughter your priority before she leaves the nest. So with all that being said, believe your daughter no matter what. And like I said, even if you hook her up to a lie detector test and it says she's lying, you still have to look at her and say, why are you doing this? Because there's always a reason why. Young people need love. Young people need attention. And if she has some type of emptiness between you and her relationship or her and the guy's relationship, because regardless of what, if a man marries a woman, he marries into the family and he has to have some type of relationship with the kids. So if there's some emotional deficit there, You got to pay attention to that. And even if you want to prioritize yourself because you're older now, you still have to make her a priority also because you had her and she's still under your roof. And even though a woman feels like it's time for her to go on with her life and she needs to leave the nest and whatever, just remember, if she's not capable emotionally or financially of leaving the nest and moving on with her life and finding her own husband, it still falls on you as a parent. And I will repeat, parenting never ends. So you can't just throw your hands up and say, oh, well, I did my job. No, you haven't. Either you haven't done a good job or your job isn't over yet. So don't ignore or dismiss your child's or your adult child's feelings, because your child is still your child, regardless of how old they are. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Who do you believe in this situation? Do you believe the mother and she's lying, or do you believe the daughter and the daughter's not lying? Let me know what y'all think in the comments.